Hey, welcome everyone. I'm coming at you with the Back for Blood quick start guide. I'm not going to waste any time and we're going to get right into it so that you can get right into playing. Now it's going to start you off with a solo campaign as the tutorial, but unless you're super new to the entire thing, I'd suggest skipping the tutorial and going straight into your own regular campaign because the tutorial doesn't really teach you much. It's just a bit easier, and solo campaign doesn't get you any supply points or any progression toward unlocking anything. So you can watch the cutscene if you want. We're gonna get right into this, and then you can just go to System Menu, Leave Game, and you're going to end up in Fort Hope, which is the main hub of the game. Now, once you're here, you can open up your hub and look at all your different stuff. We're not going to go into everything right now. You have Quick Play to join games with other people, and you have Campaign, which is what I suggest you start out with, and I strongly suggest that even though it might be tempting to go straight into Veteran and see what you can do there. You're not going to have cards to start off, and it's actually really convenient and really efficient to start off with Recruit. And if you go straight into Recruit, work your way through the acts, you can learn how the levels work and build up a lot of supply points for not that much difficulty. We went through the entire campaign and ended up with about 3,200 supply points, which meant I could build pretty much an entire tank deck and an entire healer deck that was ready for Veteran and with no problems. Okay, so right when you get going, you can pick whatever character you want. You can start off with whatever starter deck it gives you. It's not a big deal when you're first getting going. And you want to pay attention to your corruption cards. And later when you get more corruption cards, you want to make sure that you can hover your mouse over them, and it'll actually pop up and show you tips, kind of what some of the words mean, so you can learn more about the challenges that are going to be coming up. But this one, it's just a simple challenge to keep everyone alive. Now at the start of every level is a place where you can buy stuff. It's a lot to start off right at the beginning. Don't worry about all of it too much. Just make sure you refill your health right here at the top left. And you've got your ammo up here that you can refill. And medkits bottom left. Pipe bombs are pretty generally useful to distract and destroy zombies. And toolkits to get into special rooms are also pretty useful. Just a few things to get you started, but they all have their uses once you learn more about how the game works. So in general, for the common ridden, you want to be aiming for the heads.
Need to find a good vantage point. See how bad it is.
And what you're going to see is that I'm starting off mainly using my pistol, because conserving ammo is a very wise thing to do. And as a general rule, starting off, I like to use my pistol for most of the common ridden, and then when a special ridden shows up or when a horde shows up, that's when I switch to my primary gun. Now whenever there's special ridden, they have red glowy bits on them. That's their weak spots, and instead of hitting them in their head, you want to make sure you're aiming for their red spots. That's a pipe bomb. Now what the game introduces to you pretty early on is the birds, and that's just one of many things that calls a horde to you, which is just a large group of zombies, common and special, that will horde onto you, swarm onto you, and be a bad day for you. And a big part of the game is trying to avoid that from happening. Things that can bring on a horde are birds, car alarms, store alarms, snitches, retch vomit, and sometimes sleepers can cause hordes. And those are just the more common things. I'm sure I forgot one or two things while I was jotting down that list real quick.
Going in. Can't see your enemy.
But you learn them pretty quick. It's just one of the things you need to keep in mind right from the start. And right here, this is a med cabinet. This heals your trauma. Trauma is the black section at the end of your health that you can't actually heal with normal med kits or bandages. A lot of times, in especially recruit and veteran, you'll start off with at least one free charge. Med cabinets, for the most part, are the only thing that can bring your max health back up. So they're very important, and when you're out of free charges, they cost 400 copper. So make sure you save some copper for those.